arts, culture, and entertainment in the Coachella Valley. This is The Desert Scene with Bonnie G. from the Mutual Broadcasting System. Here's Bonnie.
And welcome to The Desert Scene. So happy to have you all with us today, and very happy to welcome to the show Susan Edwards-Martin, who is part of this really exciting event coming up, Live, Laugh, Love, a Sondheim Celebration. Hi, Susan. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us about this. And of course, Stephen Sondheim, what an amazing talent he was, and left us such a legacy of music. So tell us how this show came together.
Well, I believe originally it was Jason Gra's idea to do something, a special event. And then it kind of grew from there, and we had this wonderful writer, Dwayne Poole, who has left us too soon. But he put together a wonderful, along with Louis Wilkenfeld, and just a wonderful a combination and variety of songs from many different shows that were by Sondheim. So we put on this great, unique spin to the life and work of Stephen Sondheim, and it resulted, Bonnie, in like a sold-out house, and we got a Broadway World Award for the best special event. So because of the audience demand, we decided to do it again, and not just once, we're going to be doing it twice. So we're actually doing it Thursday, January 18th at the Helene Galen Performing Arts Center in Rancho Mirage. Mm-hmm. And then we're doing it again on Sunday, January 21st at the Colony Theater in Burbank.
Oh, excellent.
So, yeah.
Now, I mean, Stephen Sondheim left such, an amazing library of material. How do you choose which Sondheim songs to do?
You know, I don't know how they did it, but they did. And they picked unusual shows as well. So it wasn't like the ones that we're usually hearing all the time. But it's a wonderful variety of songs, some from West Side Story, a show called The Frogs, from Gypsy, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum, Follies. We got from Roadshow, Into the Woods, Merrily We Roll Along,
Excellent.
Company, Passion. I mean, the list goes on and on. They're just really interesting shows and some wonderful choice. The songs are all marvelous and wonderful.
Yeah. So the show that you're doing at the Helene Galen Performing Arts Center at Rancho Mirage High School also features some of the students in the Musical Theater University. And who else are the sort of headliners, if you will, besides yourself?
Besides myself, we have a whole wonderful array. First of all, it's being hosted by the fantastic Jason Gra.
Okay.
And then we have Terry Ralston, who is an original Broadway, from the original Broadway cast of Company and A Little Night Music. So she'll be giving a guest special performance. And she's a former MTG member. So I think almost everybody is from Musical Theater Guild who'll be performing. Yeah. But we've got a whole array of wonderful performers. Eileen Barnett. We have Melissa Fahn, Joshua Finkel, Julie Garnier, Tanakis McLean, Donna Meller, Brent Schindel, Glenn Rosenblum.
Oh, excellent, yes.
Mary Van Arsdale. I mean, we've got, Robert Yacco. I could go on and on. We've got an incredible cast, just wonderful performers.
And do you have a instrumentally backing you? Is it a trio, or what kind of instrumentation do you have?
We have
piano.
As far as I know, we just have piano.
Okay.
We just did have piano in the past, so I believe it's just piano this time.
Yeah. So tell us, I'm a singer myself, a performer, and I talk to a lot of performers on these shows. How do you, other than obviously learning the song, learning the lyrics, etc., is there any special preparation you do for whether it's a one-woman show or this kind of show, any special things you do before a show to get ready?
Well, the most important thing, Bonnie, and which is a real concern right now, especially at this time of year, is staying healthy.
Yes.
Is being our absolute best. So, so the thing is to be really mindful. I find myself not going in crowds right now. Keeping my mask on.
Yeah.
I want to be ready for this performance. So getting, we're like athletes.
Yep.
And I've done shows on Broadway. I was in very long runs. I was in one for 3 years. And I realized at that moment that at that point that I was like an athlete, and I had to take great care of myself. So it was about exercise, it was about rest, it was about my diet. It was all of that stuff that we always hear about when we grow up. But you know what? If
It's
you're not
true.
feeling great and you're not at your best, you can't give your best performance.
Right.
And I realized that people were paying good money to come see me every night for 3 years, and I had to give them my absolute best. So
Yeah.
I had a large responsibility, as we all do. And we have a responsibility in this show to each other, because it's a large cast,
Yeah.
to stay healthy and keep each other in mind being healthy, So
Absolutely.
we're not sharing anything that we don't want to be sharing.
Right.
I
I have to say, I think about people on Broadway. I mean, I sing in smaller clubs here in Palm Springs, mostly with mics, but people on Broadway who do 7-8 shows a week, I don't know how you do it. It just
sometimes
is a
I
marvel.
don't know how they do it either. Sometimes, because as I said, but you got to take great care of yourself, and you got to get your rest. I didn't go party around. I mean, I was very mindful of how I was taking care of myself, because I had a big responsibility.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I want to just touch on your bio a little bit, because it's really impressive here. The original Lady Blues and the
Thank
Tony
you.
Award-winning Broadway play Torch Song trilogy. Most recently
Yes.
performed your hit original musical Unlimited, the concert at the El Portal's Monroe Forum to a
Just
sold-out
did
house.
that, yeah.
Yeah, lots of TV, Days of Our Lives, NYPD Blue. Worked with some really cool people. Barry Manilow, of course, is a big star here in Palm Springs. Karen Carpenter, Jason Gra, Robert Preston, Harvey Feinstein, Stephen Schwartz, Patti LaBelle. So did you start as a child? Did you always know that this is what you wanted to do?
Bonnie, it was really interesting. When I was 4 years old, I come from a family that was had a lot of different kinds of talent. So my uncle played the trumpet. My father sang and played the violin. My Aunt Doris was a producer for children's TV shows. So she would sit at the piano and sing. So my thing was at 4 years old, the big deal was we'd have family parties, and with Susie would get up and sing. So, Bonnie, when I saw the shift in the room, when I would start singing, I knew that's what I was here for.
Yeah.
So ever since I was 4, I then apprenticed at, dinner theaters in the summertime. I majored in drama in college. I just took so many classes. And then as soon as I graduated, I got my equity card. And I was then living in New York, and I went from one show to another. So I just kind of always knew this is what I wanted to do and what I was here to do. So,
Did you have, when you were in New York, did you do much pounding of the pavement? Did you struggle, or did you just did you really just go from show to show? I mean, that's what actors dream of.
Yes, it is a dream. So there were times in between. I'd be unemployed, absolutely, and it took me, I think, 200 auditions. Once after I got my equity card, because I toured with a children's theater group, once I actually settled in New York, I think, Bonnie, I went to like 200 auditions.
Wow.
And someone's going to say, people say no until they say yes.
Yeah.
And I had a drive, a passion. I knew what I was there for. I knew where I wanted to work, what theaters I wanted to work with, what directors I wanted to work with. My intention, Bonnie, was so clear.
Yeah.
And then once you get a gig, a job, then you get in relationship with people, and then all of a sudden, it just gets easier. Not that it's easier. I still had to audition.
Yeah.
I still had to knock on doors. But I got into long runs. I was really blessed. I got into some really great shows.
I know some people, we all as performers, you all have moments when you have stage fright and nerves, and auditioning can be really nerve-wracking. How do you handle that? What do you do when you get those moments of jitters, whether before a show or an audition?
Well, I still get the jitters. It's so interesting. You could be doing this your whole life, and I still get, I don't know if it's nerves. I wouldn't call it nerves. It's just really excitement and wanting to be wonderful and perfect, And so, yes, I do get a little anxious, before shows, or just more excited. It's a good excitement. But what balances me out personally is I meditate every day. I have to. It keeps me grounded. It keeps me focused. I do yoga. I eat really well. I walk. I'm in nature. I even have birds that live in my house. So I do whatever it takes to keep me in a balanced way, to keep me calm and centered, you know. And but yeah, you're going to get nervous and excited, but then you have to trust. You have to let go that you've rehearsed. You know your stuff. And it surprises me every time, even when we're doing self-tapes now in our homes, you know, for commercials and TV stuff, film stuff. And even in my office here, Bonnie, I can still get like nervous and I'm going, this is ridiculous, you know, so I take deep breaths. I'm a vocal coach.
Yes.
What's really big for me is deep breathing deeply, and that really calms the whole body down.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of deep breathing.
Excellent. So the people who want to see the show here in Palm Springs, Live, Laugh, Love, a Sondheim Celebration, Thursday, January 18th, 7 to 10 p.m., Helene Galen Performing Arts Center, Rancho Maras High School. I'm looking on my info. I don't have where you can get tickets. Do you have a phone number or website for that?
Yes, well, the website is our website, and it's... what's our website? It's musicaltheaterguild.com.
Okay.
But it's musical, and then theater is THEATRE guild.com.
Perfect.
If you go to our website, there's a big thing, a banner with the name of the show, and then a thing you press, and it says buy tickets.
Excellent.
So you can get tickets for the Rancho Mirage. You can buy tickets for the Colony, all online at our website.
Fabulous. Well, Susan Edwards Martin, it sounds like a wonderful show. Congratulations on that and on your huge resume and success. Thank you so much for being here today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. This flew by, I got to tell you.
Yes, it goes fast. It goes fast.
It really did. Thank you so much for having me, and I sure hope you come see the show. And when you do, I want to meet you. So
okay.
Make sure you find me.
I will.
Please.
I will. All right. Thank you, Susan.
You have a blessed day.
You too.
Thanks.
And we'll see the rest of you the next time on the Desert Scene.
This program was produced by the Mutual Broadcasting System.